Alright, well, cool. You did good?
Yep.
Alright. See, I got a conference call being at 4, so it's something to get us some good time in here. Alright, so a couple of things I said I wanted to go over with us. There's basically 12 disciplines of the defensive back, alright? And I can actually give this to you, take it, you can picture it or whatever, but it's just a kind of reminder of when it's all said and done, what does it take? You know what I mean? As you transition. Today, like I said, we're going to go through some stuff here. We're going to actually look at some, some different formations and stuff. We're going to talk again about the coverages and just kind of your role, where you need to go. We're going to watch some different video and all different stuff. So we're going to have a nice comprehensive day where it's more mental learning than it is physical, okay?
Okay.
All right, so really at the end of the day, all right, 12 disciplines of defensive back. First thing is that we talk about it all week. You're going to hear me say the same thing. Discipline eyes, let your eyes tell your feet where to go. You know, and that matters in everything. No matter what we do, our eyes have to tell our feet what to do. And that's just meaning if I'm running pass keys, what am I looking at? And then where do I go here? If I'm in a corner and I'm in cover 3, okay, I'm looking basically at the end man on line of scrimmage. Remember, I'm secondary run support. That means I'm not the first one there. So if I see run, I don't react to it right away. There's people that's supposed to get there. My job is to be secondary. You know, if I get there at the same time they do, then we're both in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? And so I tell my eyes, tell my feet what to do. When I do see run and I'm assigned for run, force or contain, then yeah, now I can go. Remember I told you the combination of the safety and cover 2. I'm looking at and man on line scrimmage, and I'm looking to the number 1 receiver. That is my read. That's my progression. He blocks, he releases, I'm still in pass.
Yep.
He blocks, I'm down in the run. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Versus just, I think it is, man, it's 31, I think they're going to run. Let me just go in. No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to play the percentages, you got to follow your team. So letting your eyes tell your feet what to do. Number 2, efficient and smooth back pedal. Master the pace drill. Okay, and we talked about it. And there's a video when I was coaching high school out in California as well. You know, you'll just get a chance to see a couple guys. You know, again, everybody looks a little different. You can actually point, oh, okay, that's more like me, or that's, you know, I'm like that, or you can start picking it apart and seeing what guys are doing right versus what guys are doing wrong, and it helps you learn as well, okay? Quickness in and out of our cuts, good body control, and knee bend. We talked about that, okay? There's several different ways you can get it out of your break, okay? But the main thing is you want to be smooth in and out of it. You want to be powerful. You want to stay in that dry phase. You know, anytime your body got shift up or back down, you know what I mean? You hurt yourself, so you got to get a little more forward, more dry phase, okay? And so again, you want to consistently work on those things, okay? Plan and drive. Plan, stat, and drive. We talked about that. That's 1, 2, 3. A lot of the things you did, when I saw the video, you were more 1, 2. So you really, it's time to go that way. You were really, you really get into the ground, and the other one stopped. But you didn't have the momentum yet to get out of it. Okay, and sometimes what happens is, in order to prove that, you got to shorten your steps up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So one may come here, the second one may come the same spot that the one came, but then the third one gets in. Versus 1 here, 2's up here, and I gotta wait for my body to shift to get all the way over the top of that one in the front. So it's 1, 2, 3, you know, and you're just running out of it, okay? And that just kind of helps you. Speed, good spring technique. You said that the video that they sent you guys a packet. I would say keep working on your speed mechanics, all right? Keep working on the flexibility. You know, again, what's happening with your arm, what's happening with your knee, you know, that whole cycle, you know, the whole running, you know. Speed is 2 things. If you want to improve speed, you got to improve the stride length. You know what I mean? How much ground you're covering with each stride, and stride rate. The way you increase your stride rate, how fast you go, is your running mechanics. So that means a lot of running drills, so that I'm not wasting time with the feet in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm cycling through, knees are coming forward, and I'm slamming and I'm clawing the ground. Those different things. My arms are in good, you know what I'm saying, forward and back motion, driving back. You know, flowing forward, flowing from the shoulders, you know, that's how my stride rate. That's my arms, that's my legs can go. Stride length, what allows me to cover more ground, is how much force I can put into the ground. Not how much strength, but how much force, power. That means how much can I get it into the ground, so now I'm on to the next step.
Okay.
So you gotta have a lot of running. So high knees are good to do it. A runs are good to do because they work on the clawing mechanics. So when I'm in the air, I'm clawing that ground instead of just letting the foot come down.
Yeah.
So again, you want to make sure you look at some of the, you want to look at some running drills and stuff. And what I would always suggest, like while we're talking, man, you write.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That is one of the telltales of somebody who will apply what you get. Is you got to be a good note taker.
All right.
You got to be a good note taker. I'm not offended if you're not looking at me and getting eye contact while we're doing this, because I'm recording this, and I want you to grab what you're grabbing and write it down. Because what sticks out to you now is going to be the things that you're able to immediately do. When you go back to the tape, you're going to be able to add on to that. But you cannot ever remember everything once.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you make sure you do a great note.
And I'll probably just end up taking a picture of my phone.
Okay, and that's good with you, okay? All right, and like I said, some of this stuff you may not, but if there are certain key points, man, you make sure you'll be a good note taker from that, okay? Good hand and eye coordination. Like I said, there are several things that you want to make sure you do, to help. When I wanted to get better in intercepting the ball during the off season, and I want to get better with my hands, I would just do different things now. So I made, how we had a bag right there, like on the back? Well, you can stand behind a pole, get better at your hands, right? Stand behind a pole, telephone pole or something, have somebody to the ball.
Okay, yeah, we do that drill often.
Okay, yeah, so goalpost, whatever, you got that one. Another thing is get a bandana or something and cover one eye, okay? And catch the ball. What happens is you're going to strengthen that other eye to see that ball. See, we're used to seeing things because we have, all these different dimensions. But when you close off one eye and you only can see one eye, throw out of one eye, and you catch the ball, it really strengthens the focus point over time. And then you can actually do things where the ball's coming at you, or where you're sideways, like if the quarterback's over there, or somebody's throwing the ball over there, and I'm covering, and I'm still here. So I can't see this, but this is straining my eye to see it. That's my wife, Allison.
Hi, Allison.
How are you?
And so again, just trying different things with that to help strengthen your eye speed. Other drills, whoever's on the tape, they don't worry about that. It's just my wife, you know what I'm saying? Just who's about to tape there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. And, again, and then again, ball drills. Again, ball drills. Catching the ball, throwing the ball up, turning your hand around.
Okay, yeah. I do those. My gym has like the 3 pound, 5 pound, 8 pound. I do those all the time.
There you go.
Ab workouts too.
Yeah, you want to do those, again, strengthen the form, but you got to get the hands up. Because again, when you do get that ball, very rare they send it to us, but when it does, you want to basically be able to get it as well. You can have drills where your back is turned and your ball, and you turn around. You know what I mean? And you get it. You remember what I told you about the key to transition and turning all the way around and not being dizzy?
Yeah, you go with your head first.
Turn with your head, exactly. You got what they call spotting. You got to get those eyes around, and that helps the body whip around as well. Okay. And so good hand-eye coordination as well. Another thing I like to do, tennis balls. Tennis balls. Somebody throw tennis balls. Get a ball that's smaller, so it strains your eyes and your hand. Sorry, I really got to see it. You know what I mean?
Me and my best friend, he's trying to walk on and play basketball at college, and so we do drills like that all the time. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, next one, power and explosion. Explosion with perfect timing. Again, the basis of power is strength. So you got to have strength. And so again, there's times during the off season that you're really building up as much strength as you can. And then the power is resistance times time, which is how fast can I move it. And so that's why we start out doing things slow. But as we get going, we get faster. So in the weight room, and having a strength coach, they'll be able to write up the workout plans for those. But you want to make sure that, like I was telling you about the squats, I will get down easy and then explode up.
Okay.
Why? Because when I get on the field, I can't be going slow. You know what I mean? I still got to be able to set my feet, slow my hips, get in and out of my break, turn things over at the race. So I got to be powerful, explosion, but with good technique.
Yep.
So okay. And then number 8 is the confidence, man. That's very essential of a defensive back. But confidence comes through repetition. You know what I mean? So repetition breeds into reputation, which then develops your confidence, or lack thereof. So what I repeatedly do is what my reputation is going to be, not only to me, but to somebody else. If I'm a good You know, if I'm a good tackler, hey, because I kept doing it, he's a good tackler, reputation. Now my confidence is up when it comes to that. So you have to identify okay, where's your confidence up? What are you repeatedly doing? What are those areas that we have to keep working on so your confidence is there? So when it's time to do something, I'm not thinking about like the bike analogy, I gotta hold hands on, I gotta do all this stuff. I can do something else because I'm confident in the basics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, me coming in as a freshman, when you were going in as a freshman in Syracuse, what is like your mindset into that?
Perfect question. There was a guy I talked to, a good buddy, his name was Dwayne Joseph. He was a senior at Syracuse. And when I got there, he was a cornerback. And to this day, he will always tell a story. And I was talking to my best friend today, and he met him, and he told him the same story. He said, Donovan, I knew you were going to be something special when you came. He said, because no matter what happened, you was out working everybody. You was out working everybody. Like when we ran 110s at the end of practice, see, I wasn't doing them because I was showing off. I was doing them because I had a purpose in why I was doing it, and I wanted to get better. You know, when I was doing drills, I was trying to learn and get better. So my mindset coming in was, whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to give it all I have. You know, I got to go all out. You know what I mean? And doing it now. Going all out doesn't mean I'm going off balance.
Yep.
But I'm just trying to do it with all I have because I want to learn it. And then, I would do that. And then the second thing I would do, so number one I would do is I would just go all out. You know what I'm saying? You know, under control, but I would go all out. I would give all my effort. I wouldn't come in tentative. I would allow myself to make mistakes by going all out. You know what I'm saying? Versus just trying to be perfect and then still be stuck. You know what I mean? I can get coached up from that because coach can't get the energy and will. He can't do that. But what he can do is he can redirect it. And that's what at the end of the day you want to do. The second thing that you would do is you want to be a guy who asks a lot of questions. You know what I mean? I tell you that the other day. Ask questions, man. And what that means, when I was in high school, even when I went to college, I would pull people aside. I pull my coaches aside about this coverage, about this, about that, about this technique. And I would be a sponge.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I would be a sponge. Now, to everybody, you got to remember, everybody is not going to be excited about your success.
That's true.
Everybody's not going to be, and so you don't look for it. You don't have anything to prove to any of them. The only person you have something to prove to is you. That's it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's it. You know, being successful is basically maximizing your potential. You know what I mean? That's all it is. And so in order to do that, you need information and you need application. You know, so you need information, what I need to do, and now I gotta do it. You know, and so you don't look around at anybody, you know, you don't look around for accreditation from them. You know what I'm saying? If you come in, I can't waste this time. I gotta maximize this time. And when you do that, people actually, like I said, they appreciate that. Those that have the right mindset. So that's, you know, that was another frame of mind. Again, against guys that were young, and I might be taking a job. Now, I didn't start when I first went into college. I redshirted, which was the best thing that ever happened, because it gave me a year of just in college. It gave me a year of being on the strength program. It gave me a year of eating at the training table. It gave me a year of understanding the speed of college football. See, there is a big, when people say, what's the biggest difference between high school and college and the league? A lot of it, you know, is sometimes, again, guys are more mature and they have more experience. But second, another thing is the speed of the game. And the speed of the game comes down to a lot of times angles. Let me see this. So, if I'm here and I'm here, this is high school, this is college, this is the NFL. Okay? In high school, I'm able, this guy running back me here, I'm able to take that angle right there. And meet him. You know what I'm saying? And meet him right there. Because of my speed. You know what I mean? But in college here, you know what I'm saying? This guy is going to get to that point faster. My angle, same play. They have to be here. You know what I'm saying? The NFL, this guy get out there. My angle may have to be just a little bit. And so again, it's the same play.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But if I take a high school angle in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? If I just take this angle in the NFL, this guy gonna be over here. Yeah. And so again, repetition. That's why in practice, you gotta practice all out. You gotta finish to the ball. You only know the angles you need to take when you get there. See, it's not okay for a guy to be here running down the sideline, you know what I'm saying, and you're over here and you run to here and you stop. That's not the angle to where you can tackle him. The angle is when you get it and you tag him on. Because that's the only thing. What's happening here is going to be the most critical component to finishing the play. So you got to be a finisher. So I would say again, you want to make sure again, beyond all out, you want to finish.
Okay, and just a simple question on tackling.
Yeah.
I've had back and forth on what side of my head on that angle tackle, like on a sideline. Where do I want my head? Do I want it in front or do I want it on?
I want my eyes on the target.
Eyes on target?
I want my eyes on the target.
So like biting the ball?
Yep. I want my eyes on the target. I want my eyes on the target, and like I just did these tackle camps all last week for the game. But I want my eyes on the target, you know, because, and I'm going to show you video of me tackling. And you're going to be able to see countless. I don't want to put my head to one side or the other. I really don't. I really don't. Because when I turn my head, see these traps right here are the things that are here along your neck muscles to give you a good groove. Your neck has a natural curve upside down this way. And so when I hold my head, when I keep my head into a natural groove here, it's protected. These traps and these muscles right here are here to help protect it. When I go ahead and do this, it's out of that groove and now I'm exposed. So I want to keep my eyes on the target. That doesn't mean I'm targeting here, but I'm keeping wherever my eyes go, my head goes, my body's going to go. So from here, there, here, there. But if I'm right here, I'm here. But what I'm doing with my arms, what I'm doing with my body, the timing of the mechanics of what it is that I'm doing is what is ultimately going to allow my body to flourish. It's going to get my head out the way. You know what I mean? See, a lot of times what's happening now, people are talking about putting the head. I don't start with the head. I got to get my eyes on the target, and I got to go through the target, but what I do with my body is what's going to move my head, and it's going to allow me to be safe. You know what I mean? And it's a natural pressure, but if I'm here and I'm trying to, at the last second, I'm exposing all this, I'm exposing this, and I'm in a position to get hurt. Okay. You know what I mean? So as we watch the video and stuff like that, you'll just see, and it'll make sense when we see it from there, okay? All right. Again, always work on self-improvement, man. Your standard. Again, and that's in every area. Be a man of character and a man of integrity. Do what you say what you do. I mean, that's it. Doesn't mean you're gonna be perfect. It doesn't mean. But the only person you have to be accountable to right now, you know what I'm saying, is you and your creator. I mean, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's it. He put it out there for us in terms of guidelines that give us the ability to maximize our life. It's not religion. It is basically a relationship. And it basically says, you know what? I'm creative. And I'm creative with certain gifts and talents that are different than this person. Whatever I'm creative with, I got to go ahead and exercise that. It's like you use it, you don't use it, you lose it. You know what I'm saying? The way I say thank you is by giving my all. You know what I'm saying? The way I say thank you is by working hard. The way I say thank you is persevering. The way I say thank you is being resilient. The way I say thank you is being patient. That's the way I say thank you. And it's a natural process, and it has to take place. The evidence of trouble is not an indication, you know what I'm saying, that something's wrong. The evidence of trouble can basically be what most people look at as traps. It really can be training. You got to be trained in this area. You got to be trained in it. You got to be trained in it. So you don't look at them as, you don't look at adversity as traps, look at it as training. You know, and that's going to help you develop the mindset, get information, and then apply what you learn, okay? Number 10, prepare physically and mentally. Great conditioned and be great conditioned and study. You know, again, if these things right here, if these jars are the level of your conditioning, and I have so much I want to give you technically wise and tactically wise, if this is the level of your conditioning right there, you can only take that on. But if you condition yourself, you know what I mean, through different things, swimming, beach running, you know, track, whatever hill, whatever you do, to the level of your jump rope, and you got this, and you come to me with this, I can give you all that technique. You know what I'm saying? And so that conditioning is what you're doing on your own. You know, you do it with the team and stuff, but it is to your level of your conditioning.
Like
you know? So and obviously like some I will have speed work in the morning, and right after that, and I will lift, and after that, you know, I do like my conditioning and stuff. So it was like a three-pronged thing. I was always working on conditioning or standing or something. Didn't look the same every time. Sometimes it might have been, my conditioning might have been forward. Other times it might have been running. by the time I get sled. It might have been a hill, it might have been something. You know what I mean? But I had to make sure I had time. Where I can focus on I would basically stamina development. What's going to increase my stamina? You know, my ability to keep going. I just finished all my workout stuff. Now this time, this part right here is all about stamina. And that's all you kickboxing or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is just it. This ain't about the power and stuff. This is about the stamina. You know what I mean? And that's going to raise my level of conditioning. Okay? And then anything else, anything come out, man, it's just shoot.
Okay.
Question, even if it's not on topic or whatever. Okay? Student of the game, you have to study yourself in your home. You got to know yourself. You got to know what's my strength and what's my area of improvement. You know, you got to know that because your opponent is studying you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know you can't put yourself in the best position possible. You know what I'm saying? If you're not the fastest guy and you're doing one-on-ones and, you know, it's the last play of the game, you know what I mean? I don't know if I would be up in the press. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I might want to be off a little to give myself some more ground. I got to know myself. Yeah, and I got to put myself in the best position, but you got to study yourself. And that's going to help you, okay? And then number 12, man, short memory. Defensive play, you got to have short memory. You know, it's all about the techniques of the next play. It's all about the techniques of the next play. Cover 2, what's on the technique, okay? Jam, reroute, in the hole, right hole. Okay? Third from cover 3, corner, keep one third. You know what I'm saying? Split the field. I got to focus on the techniques of the next play. So, those are disciplines, man. When you focus on those things and understand that, those will give you things to work on. They'll give you things to work on, you know what I mean, in the midst of everything else where coaches are working strategy, technical, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, great. All right.
You might have to take a picture of that real quick.
Okay. Alright, we're just going to look at basically just 3 coverages here. We're going to look at cover 1, we're going to look at a cover 2, and cover 3 from the corner standpoint, alright? We're going to look at the different formations and so on and so forth, okay? And I'm not going to get too technical with fronts or nothing like that, because that's not, we're only going to look at things that's going to kind of help you here, okay? So, write this down. In offenses, okay? And we're looking at offenses. A lot of times, they're either going to be, from a receiver standpoint, a 2x2, or a 3x1, or a spread, or empty. Okay? And you can put this other one like a pro formation. You know, and pro formation means it could be, you know, it could be like 2 and 1, it could be like twins or whatever like that type. So when you come out, see, a lot of teams do have tendencies based off of their formation. Okay, so that means like 2x2. When I study a team, remember studying ourselves. When I'm studying a team, what do they do in 2x2 formation?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2x2 formation.
On like on huddle, I don't know what they do at Dome, but in my high school we had a packet that we got in our scouting report of each team we got their down and distance, where on the field, and all their tendencies for that.
Yeah,
and I know Huddle does a really good job of making that easy.
Good. And so with all that information, it's good as long as you're able to apply it.
Yeah.
When it gets so much information, it can be paralysis of analysis. But I'm going to give you a couple of things that I did that really helped me. And I broke teams down, especially in the pass, you know, I was running pass defender, but I would break the teams down. The way I would break them down each week is I start out with their run stuff, you know, because I was a safety, and we'd do both. And I would basically say, okay, what is this team's major formation, personnel grouping, and formation? So if they were pro, which means, or regular personnel, which means they had 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and 1 tight end. Okay, and if that was their major personnel in the game, and they came out in a pro formation, you know, 1 wide receiver, 1 wide receiver, and a tight end, then I would say, okay, what are their major run plays to the tight end side? What are their major run plays to the open side? You know what I mean? Like, if you know, right here, what are their major run plays to this side? What are their major run plays to this side? So I will start to study a team in that way. You know what I mean? So that I can kind of get an idea. Maybe this team, their big plays are toss, lead, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
boss, or whatever it may be. Maybe it's one of those. So now when I line up in that formation, in my mind, I'm alerting myself to about 2 or 3 things. Not every single thing they do.
Yeah.
Because I got to react to it. I got to respond to it. So, but it is good if I'm able to anticipate, because I don't know what defense my coach going to put me in. But I will, but what helps me is when I'm in that defense and I have some keys on what I've already studied, okay? And so here's, like I said, pro formation. Here is, what would you call this formation? What is this? 2 by 2.
Yeah,
2 by 2. Okay, now, the reason why I say these situations, because it doesn't matter what these letters are. This could be the quarterback.
Yeah.
That could be the wide receiver. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what is this formation?
2 by 2.
2 by 2. Teams can dress it up however they want. 2 by 2 formation. What do they do? Out 2 by 2 formation to the close side. You know what I mean? All right, this is slant flat. That's what this is. Here, it's over there, slant flat as well. So I'm starting to understand, okay, 2 by 2, I'm writing down 2 by 2. All right, this is their stuff. You know what I mean? 2 by 2, based on down and distance or whatever. And the only down and distance I will really study, I'll write this down. Only the major down and distance to really study is third down. Because here's the thing, it goes third down 1 to 3.
Yeah.
That's one category. 4 to 6, 7 to 10, and 11 plus. That means because that down the distance is so critical, teams are going to do what they do right there.
Yep.
But first and second down, they can do whatever.
Yeah.
They can look just like they went third down, but do some, they can do this crazy double halfback pass, you know what I mean, shovel pass, you know what I'm saying, wrong both.
Yeah.
They can do whatever. But third down, when it's time to get that first down, they more stick to a lot of times they're done. And so I would study them. So when you're studying your teams, you study third down. You know what I mean? Third down 1 to 3, what do they do? It's third down. You know what I'm saying? What do they do? Third down 1 to 3, 2 by 2 formations. Then what do they do? 3 by 1 formations. You know, you come to 3 by 1 formation. What do they do?
Okay, so you're pretty much saying, like, look at all of these and then find their tendencies for these, and then maybe focus on the third down for like.
Well, with third down, you're looking at all these.
Okay.
So third down, so third down, third 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 10, 11 plus. These are 4 categories that you want to study. So what are they doing 2 by 2 in this one? 3 by 1, empty. And let's say pro. Same thing. 4 to 6, 2 by 2. Because guess what? They're going to do different plays.
Yeah.
Because guess what? They're not going to do a third. They're not going to do one. They may not do one of these plays. It's only going to average them like 3 yards. When it's 7 to 10 yards, they need it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get to put yourself in that category. So I'm breaking it down on each one.
Okay.
And the way I would do it is I would want to draw. Like when I would do it, I would, like for me, I draw them up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would draw it up every time. You know. So. And so again, and then I would name them. What is this route combination? You know what I'm saying? You know, this is, this could be hitch dig. I try to make it simple enough that I can remember it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a word picture. Or we got this right here. You know what I'm saying? That's a smash route. That's China 7. Well, I can say that and it's universal. People may know it when they line up there. Okay, China 7. So I kind of know what's happening. You know what I mean? Because of 2 by 2 situations. So, like I said, so each one of these, you break down with the tendencies.
Okay.
31-3, what do you do 2 by 2? You know what I'm saying? Write it. You know what I'm saying? You can draw it out. Write it. 3 by 1, what do you do? Empty. And pro. Pro is basically, like I said, just when you're just basically here. You know what I mean? The single receiver side, what do they like to do? Different things like that on third down. All right? So, that's a key that I'm going to leave you with right here, okay? Here's a pro situation. If I'm in cover 2, where are you going to be on that? Cover 2.
I want to be 4 yards off the ball, and then
where are you going to be in a route? Like at the end of the play, where would you be in?
Flats.
Show me. Put an X where you think you should be in this box right there. Cover 2 left corner.
Right here.
Where?
Right here, settling. Like.
Nope. Well, you're going to actually be here. I know there's no numbers on here. but you're actually gonna be right here. You're gonna be between.
Okay.
Okay, you're actually
Yeah.
because remember the safety's over top. You're gonna be underneath it.
Yep.
You're not gonna be all the way up here. You're gonna be in between.
Yep.
It's enough to make this quarterback from back here have to drop air down, and then it's enough for you, you know what I'm saying, for there. Now in this one right here, I would jam. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he's not inside or outside, it's down. I was rerouting, so he's probably gonna go up, out here, reroute him out, or if he comes in, push him in here, open up, squeeze, just like we did at 45, we're ready to break either way. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And see, this is what we call a cell route, a 3-level route, 1, 2, 3. And they're putting more pressure on you and that safety because they got 3 levels in one area. You know, and if you don't do your job, if you jump up on here, they're gonna hit there.
Yep.
If this safety jumps this, they're gonna hit this. If the safety's here and you're there, here. So again, everybody gotta do their job. Okay, cover 3 corner, where you see yourself in the same route. What would you do?
Oh, I'd probably be right back here.
There you go. Yeah, so, let me see if I have it on here. Yes. All right, here's the field. Okay? When you break it down, okay? How wide it is and all that stuff. Like cover 3 with like, 3D. Because you have to cover from the sideline, you know, to about, again, college numbers are, and hashes are a little different, but to about here. Any 2 vertical, here, any 2 vertical, you can't be closer to one or the other. You have to now landmark right down the middle, okay? And when you go to college, I want you to ask your coach, you know what I'm saying, what is a landmark? You know what I'm saying? Where's the landmark on the cover 3s? You know what I'm saying, with 2 verticals? Ask him that, because it'll be the same each time. You understand? It's the same each time. Our offensive guys, receivers, they're running to landmarks because they know it stretches the field. This receiver outside, he's going to try to run as close as he can to the sideline to get the quarterback in front of his throw. This receiver, if he's number 2, he's going to run closer to this landmark because, again, they want to stretch you. But if you were so much over here, you can do that.
Yep.
That's why teams do 4 verticals against cover 3. And they try to stretch you. You know what I mean? So you need to find out, coach, what is the landmark versus 2 vertical, okay? All right. So for the most part, you kind of get it. You know, so cover 1. You know, depending on how they play it, like you said, there is off. You know, so you guys have off manual.
And I remember them saying they don't do a lot of cover 1. Like they do every once in a while. I think they do it when in the end zone when we just man up when they're expecting them to run. But other than that, they stick to just the basics.
Okay. Well, like I said, you want to understand it, and you want to be prepared in terms of understanding, okay, what are some key things if they did do it? You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to really go into that right now, just because we're not on the field to kind of feel it out.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be here. I want you to kind of feel it for the most part. All right, let's go to the tape a little bit, and we'll watch some videos. Okay. This was the high school. Like I said, they're working on some of the same things, that you did. See when they did the pace drill. This is when we're working on the transition. So remember we did this the other day, just showing again. It's the pace drill. And so what I want you to observe, who in there did he close that distance on right away? And then look at you know, if you can, look at their pace drill. Like for example, I want you to coach this guy up. Second guy from the right. Second guy from the right.
Oh, right away, he like stood up.
Right.
He got rid of that, the dry position.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, so he's already there. And see, he's not covering any ground. Remember, he's trying to guess.
Yeah.
Okay. The best one on there that I'll show is this guy right here. Right here. This one. Alright. Now, what helped him, let's watch where he even started at. Okay? You can win or lose, but just where you started. See, out of all of them, he's given himself, see, this is 5. 5 right there. See, he's about 8 yards.
Yeah.
And see, he's giving himself. See, he's out nice and easy, and you see how I get faster.
Yeah.
You know? And so again, don't be afraid to give yourself more ground. If you notice yourself when you watch film, like, man, I'm getting out of my break so fast. You know, I'm turning my hips. You know, well, I really have to speed up my, I'm going to have to speed up my pace after my first 3 steps. You know, I have to speed up my pace, or I got to give myself more ground. You know what I mean? Because you want it to be smooth. Okay, we work on transition. All right, here's the Now what I want you to look at, again, after they plant, okay, is anybody, after they plant, see all of them, we already went through in this thing earlier with them about the stands, you know what I mean, to get in position, stuff like that, just see. Now when they go to break, I want you to see, I want you to look at, actually just look at him for right now, because out of all of them, he had the best one, and you can look at any other ones to learn as well, in terms of breaking, okay? So he stood up a little bit. On that one. But you'll notice his feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything, everything like right here. You know, so again, you're covering ground.
Oh, magnify the Lord with me.
Look. I just wanted to show you that real quick this again. Those are some things that we all work on. Alright. You want to see some NFL stuff?
Yeah.
Alright. So what's some NFL stuff?
Did you see that the numbers coming back to the Jaguars?
What number?
20.
Oh yeah, my man. Jalen?
Yep. I'm a Florida State fan, so.
Are you?
Yeah, big time.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to teach you about some different things as I would. So here we go. So coverage we're in, kind of. Alright, so we're basically just they're in cover 2 down here. Okay, he's in cover 2 down here. Remember, he's keying the E-man and man on line of scrimmage. If it's run, he gets to fire at him. He doesn't just jump in there. He fires at him to get control of him. Now, because remember, you still got these guys, and it's a long time before the ball get out there. If he tries to jump in there, then he wants to be outside. Okay? All right, I'm at the top right here. There's times you're here. My thing is, remember, leverage, angles, timing, and finish. I have to take a certain, I have to have leverage. My leverage, if the ball's coming from this side, it has to be inside. It has to be inside out or outside in, depending on where it's going. And then I got to stay inside of it. Okay? Outside of it. Okay? Here we go. Okay, it's a couple of steps that it's little things I see because I know it by now, but you're going to always see me fight to keep my leverage. So, ball's there. Okay, now my angle of leverage. Okay, I'm not running to where he's at. Once I'm over here, you're going to see me then correct myself so that way I can take the cutback. The key to cutback, okay, for you when the ball's here is you want to take an angle to meet him about 2 yards inside of him.
Okay.
That's going to protect your cutback. If I run to right where he's at and I get hit up, now I got 2 ways to go. So I want to run to an angle to where I'm about 2 yards inside where I'll meet him, and then I can kind of do what they call like a banana. And you're going to kind of see that. You're going to see me kind of come over. You're going to see me come over here, and then you're going to see me kind of step up in here, and then you'll see me finishing right there. Okay.
Okay.
Good work. Step up, and then there you go. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. These are man-to-man. Let's look at this guy right here. Okay. So here's the technique. Okay. Now we talk about it. Now you want, when you get to it, he's showing what kind of coverage based off his feet. What coverage is he trying to? No. What coverage is he? Okay. He could be cover 2. Or he can just be man, what we call catch man. That means I'm catching him, letting him run, you know what I'm saying, and then I can jam him from there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That takes practice, so you're not, as soon as he gets there, jumping and then missing, you know what I mean? So what he's doing is he just, through his 3-step right here, through press, instead of him giving ground here, he's just waiting, and then he's opening up.
Okay.
Okay, now when he opens up, he has to get on the top shoulder of him. So that way he's able to break down, you know what I mean? You don't want to undercut. So just watch the corner down here, his technique in man. Okay? Okay, he took a couple steps back, and now he got back on top. Okay? Just watch the corner at the top. Corner at the top with a little more press. Okay? Actually, corner at the top, he actually came on the inside. What you're seeing, you're going to try to see these guys staying square. You know what I'm saying? They're fighting to go down the line and stay square, you know, as much as they can. This guy came in here, this guy came in at 7, okay? All right, this play, this was me right here at the tight end, outside leverage. I wound up slipping. Okay, now, do you see that? Do you see the drill that we did? Does it work in an NFL game? You know what I mean? Right. You know what I'm saying? See, I just wound up slipping when I got out of there. But the key is, see, that helped me now be able to just go ahead and keep driving instead of turning and all that stuff, okay? Now, I could have been slower because he was a tight end, you know what I'm saying? And it would have been even more closer to him from there. But then I'll finish. See that? The play ain't over until I get there. You know what I'm saying? And, oh, man. This one right here, I beat myself up last time because I forgot this big. Here I am right here. Solid? Yes. Yep. And so here we are down near the line. Okay, now remember we were doing things where you're backing out sometime, and then sometimes you're shuffling and you're stealth mode. So it ain't always the same. Here I am right here. My response going to this is a zone. I have middle of 2 and 3. He goes out here, 2 and 3. I'm in between. Right now, 2 and 3 is in here, so I'm just holding. Once he came here, he came out here, I get to jump that. That's just my role. Down here, he's basically man-to-man with him. When they're down in the goal line and you're in man-to-man, write this down. If you're in the goal line or if you're in the red zone and you're man-to-man, okay? 2 change-ups you can do. 1, if you do press, you know what I'm saying, you can press, you know, you can catch press right there, or you run the press. Second one is split the difference between the goal line and where he's at. Split the difference between the goal line and where he's at. Okay, so if the ball's on a 10, you're going to be on a 5. Ball's on the 8, you're going to be on a 4. Okay, and what you want to do in that situation, if you're man-to-man, that situation you might want to be inside, you know what I'm saying, and you want to basically you want to be able to slide your feet. You know what I mean? You don't want to really backpedal. Like, look, you want to look. You just want to slide your feet. Because watch this. If he breaks inside on a slant, right here, I'm already in position to just drive him. Watch this. If he goes out on the fade, you know, if he goes out on the fade, I'm already, my hips already open
Uh-huh.
to drive with him. The hardest route is in out.
Yeah.
Because I'm here, I'm sliding, you know what I'm saying? And then if he runs it out, I'm basically here and I'm behind. That's all right, but I'm giving myself a sense, myself the percentage of the chance, okay? All right? Let's just watch a couple of these guys here. See, and this guy, okay, so watch him right here, okay? You're gonna watch him them in a defensive position. I want you to watch and see, does it look like they're focusing on staying down because they're staying down like, you know, right here, okay? All right, watch this, Fernando. See, he's the same thing. He's in that thing. He's right on it. He's on the inside. Inside doesn't mean here. Inside just means half your body. You know, just half the body. Like, this is enough right here. If I'm too far in here, man, that could be touchdown.
Yep.
All right? So again, it's a game of inches. So watch. He's going to keep that right foot up, his inside foot up, and he's just going to be shuffling. But he's not going to be shuffling really small. You just watch him, okay? Just get a feel. See that? And then right at the end, he's just closing and going from there, okay? Let's watch it at the top. Let's watch the guy at the top, going at the top. Okay? Now, he wound up backpedaling. Now, the thing about it, he did it in essence. The play didn't happen here, but he could have hurt himself because guess what? Look at how much space there is now from right there.
Yeah.
Okay? And if he decided to store right now, he got to get out that break.
Yeah.
This right here says that I got the break in the end zone that's helping me. So now I get the break on everything coming up here. It's not going to be this deep ball there.
Yeah.
But that's why I give myself enough distance in my setup, in my alignment, so that way now I'm allowing him to come to me. But I know he can't run. If he does decide to try to run by, I'm still right here to close with him. But then there's the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
I'm giving myself a better chance, okay? And don't do that guy did. Don't do that guy did. Don't do that. Say don't be up to turkey. All right, Bills. We played cover 2 in this game, okay? So here's cover 2. Let's watch cover 2 up here, okay? The key, run past key. Run past key. Is what are you watching? Cover 2.
The outside man.
Yep, out here, yep. If he blocks, then you find the course of the ball. You find, you know what I'm saying? If he blocks, you find the course of the ball, okay, and then you get to attack the receiver. If the course of the ball is coming this way, you know what I'm saying? You attack him with your outside arm free. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that outside arm free, okay? You don't want to get up into him because, again, all you're going to do is put his arm on the outside from here. Keep your outside arm free, okay? If you ever did go inside, which is very rarely do you jump all the way inside, you better make that play.
Yeah.
You okay? All right? Because, again, I'm watching here to here. He blocks, I get to come. I'm coming down to feel inside of you. If you jump inside, you're not going to go top. Just watch out play. Watch out. Good or bad? Corner.
I'll say that.
Okay. What did he do bad? What did he do wrong?
He went right inside.
Yeah.
And he didn't really make contact with the right receiver before he made the decision.
So he hurt himself. See, now he saw the run because he studied. That's okay. But if you're going to do that, you got to make it.
Yep.
He studied, far up, here's the run play. But he never gave his leverage, his angles.
Yep.
His leverage outside in, his angle. He took too much of this sharp angle and he got closed in. Yeah, he's good that he read that. Yep. Get up there quick, because now when you get up there quick, now that allows me to come. You know what I'm saying? It allows me to come. But, you know, and then like I said, once I seen him engaged, once I seen that guy engaged, then I know that, okay, this is right, okay? And see, watch that. See, now he got closed down there. Look at this. Now everybody's getting blocked. He's getting blocked. He's getting blocked. Now, the safety, I'm here having to make this tackle in this way. You know what I mean? All right? And so when I came down, inside out. See? See that? Everybody was here. He was right there, and everybody is what? And what can you say? Can you see, read the numbers?
Yep.
That's good. That means they're what?
They're square.
Square. Okay? And they're fighting, okay? And they're fighting over whatever way they need to do. He just needs to make that play. Okay?
I mean, mean, if he would have went outside there though, he would have made the play right there with the outside arm. Or if
he just
running
had
back
to be
would have
patient.
cut upfield, you would have been right there
Yep.
if you wanted to fail.
Okay, so let's watch this. Let's watch the corner at the bottom, cover 2. Okay? Remember here it is, bouncing. See, he's outside.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's just waiting. Now, because he didn't 45 degree with that, his hips got locked, guy got behind him. You know what I'm saying? Remember I was saying, like, he's here, and if I'm bouncing, and he does. If I still want to be in here, I got to get ground a little bit, 45 degrees, still stay square. What he did is he just stayed on the outside and just here and let him kind of go. But he still got his hands on him, okay?
All right.
Because that's exactly where they'll try to throw that ball. The weakness of cover 2. Remember this, the weakness of cover 2 is here, and here, and here. Okay? And that's why he has to carry him here, okay? We call that the honey hole. Honey hole is right by the sideline. And that's exactly where they threw the ball. And all we could do is come up and make the play and tackle and get another player there, another down. And so when you see me make these tackles, I want you to look at how am I making these tackles. You know what I'm saying? Am I making these tackles where all of a sudden you see that there's a consciousness that I'm jumping out the way, or am I coming? You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting, and what I'm basically doing, and we haven't went over tackling, but I'm basically coming with leverage angles. I'm setting my feet. You know, I'm setting my feet, my eyes on target, and then I'm basically ripping up, and I'm ripping up, and I'm driving up, and I'm driving through. And so that means that the tackle's only going to go backwards or sideways. Because what I'm doing is a lot of times I'm hitting with the same arm, same leg. And when I stand up real quick, I'm just going to show you this, okay? When I hit with the same arm, same leg, like we did the other day, this stops his momentum. But this leg right here, coming from this, it allows me to exert my power through you, right? You know what I mean? So again, I may be at times on here, I may be here, I may be coming from a leverage, and I'm striking through, and I'm able to exert my power. If I come and I'm just basically here, I don't have anything to stop me from going this way. You know what I mean? So I got to make sure my hip is back far enough to go ahead and catch him. You know, strike, catch, and kind of go one way there. Because I don't have anywhere, I can't drive through you here. I got to have a leverage. And if I don't have a leverage, you know, I just got to get you down. Okay? So we're in third here. We just happen to be in a blitz. Okay? I'm just blitzing here. Okay, it's a fire zone. In a fire zone, these corners are thirds, okay? If you guys, I'm sure you guys will blitz, you know what I mean? And linebacker, safety will blitz, and there's a third on the outside. The key with the third with the fire zone, you know it's not going to take as long. It's going to come out a little faster, but not as fast as if it's, because they can still block it up. So I just need to understand that. And by understanding that, that just means that, you know what I mean, that the ball may come out. There's several plays that can happen with that, like, you know what I mean, you got these slants, you know, if you're up, if I go low, long, you know, quick hitches because you're off or something like that. And so let's just watch the corners on this bottom. Let's see how he played it. Okay, it's a quick little now route. Okay, because again, that was a read. That if somebody listening, you're gonna go. Let's watch at the top. Okay, so you're seeing. Okay, so each time we look at the corners and we look at the safety that means like. Okay, and here I am. I'm blitzing here, outside in. We started there, and now I'm blitzing. Outside in. There you go. Okay, so you'll see that as I'm tackling, go ahead and stand up. As I'm tackling, I'm not trying to do nothing here. I'm just putting my eyes on the target. And that makes me say that I'm not saying put my head or my forehead. I'm putting my eyes on target so as I'm going, I know where I'm looking at, so I know the thing that I'm hitting. You know what I'm saying? That I'm going through, and I'm just going through. And naturally, it's like if a car's about to hit you, and you try to do something, you get hurt more times than if you just relax. Well, this right here, my eyes are on target, and then I just do everything I need to. It's like relaxing in a car. You know what I mean? Because your body is natural.
Yeah, and I could see the same arm, same leg on that last one.
Okay, let's watch this top corner. Okay, run. Just finish into the ball. This is cover 4. Okay, so in our court, this is cover 4. quarters. For safeties, when I read run, I'm here and field. I'm here and field. He's here, he's field. He's here, he's field. We have linebackers that's outside, and we're filling inside the outside linebacker. The linebackers filling on the inside of us. That's how I go. So you're going to see me have to take certain angles. I'm down, inside. Now I kind of almost shot over top on this one, but I set my feet and I almost shot over top of it. See, that was one of those situations. If I run to where he's at, and this was early in the year, you know what I mean? If I run to where he's at, run and hit him, then that's when guys get spun off. See that? See, now I'm basically right here. I need to be just a step closer this way on this side. You know what I mean? Because now what I'm doing, I'm protecting the cutback.
Yeah.
So that way now he's like hitting the boot, and all of a sudden my momentum is taking me pyong.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? He's square, I'm turned, and I'm angled right here enough, and now he's coming back that way, okay? See that? If the guy didn't have it, you know what I mean? That's why I'm on the other side. Okay? Okay, nothing much here. Alright, okay, here we go. Here is this Peyton, okay? Cover 2, down the bottom. Tight split, really close. They do that because they don't want you to get a jam sometime, okay? Because they're like, okay, well, let's just let him run. Well, if you ever let him just run straight, pure, that's what they want. So in this one, 5, 10, 15, because they did a lot of play action stuff. Watch the corner, get a reroute. Okay? See, there it is. There's that reroute. Remember I said you're not shuffling. He may run with him, hands on him. I'm looking for number 2. He's looking for number 2 now. Right? And he's just carrying him up to, see that? See how he's carrying him? And now he's sinking back off. Why is he sinking back off? For what route?
For the out route.
For there you go. Exactly. See? And see, and I'm over top, square.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm over top. And I'm right over top.
Yep.
Secure tackle, go for the strip. And then he comes up. And watch Peyton. See, Peyton didn't tell me he was going to throw low. That way, he just knew it. You know what I mean? So that's why we got to be where we need to be. You know, we just got to be where we need to be so that we can make the play. Yeah. All right. This is what you got in here. Okay. All right. This is basic man-to-man. Let's just look at him in man-to-man. Okay. Now, when you're impressed in man-to-man, stand up. You guys are not impressed. If you do, you don't always have to be right up in here. You can be basically to your left, because he has to come to you. You know what I mean? But you just got to be patient. You know what I mean? You got to know your leverage. So again, if I'm stepping here, you know what I mean? I'm going to allow you to take another move here, because if you come over here, going this way, good. Now if you got to go that way, that means you really got to air around. You know what I'm saying? And so, but if you go in this way, then I have to squeeze down with you. You know what I mean? So I'm fighting you if you go this way. You know what I mean? Because I want you to go super wide that way. But if you go here, I gotta definitely be patient and squeeze you down. So let's just watch him. See how he's just slightly outside of him, right here, and he's just kind of square. And what I want you to look at what he does. What is he doing with his feet? What is he doing with his body? What is his body position? I want you to just key on that. See where is his head at? Is it in front of his toes? So just like we talked, because again, I'm in good body position. See, I'm not right here too much, and I'm not back here. Okay. Just look at the little things. And even when he backs up, look at him keep his hips back so he can keep his shoulders forward. You see that? Yep. And see it from that position. It was just a soft. It's just kind of a soft pedal and run. So he's just here and he's just giving ground here. That's why his feet is wide. He's not trying to get back real fast. But he's just trying to cover a little bit. Now he's running with him. We just did a robber coverage, which means that I'm on this side, looking for someone on this side, and he's lucky. Yeah, he's lucky. Yeah, he's lucky.
That could have been a nice highlight right there.
Yeah, so this one here is a fire zone. He's in third. Okay, so we didn't talk about, so in thirds, right? When you got like a fire zone, sometimes you got 2 in your zone. When you have 2 people in your thirds, sometimes you have to do what they call it, you have to, but anyway, you're just gonna get in the middle. The way you do that, if I just got a single guy, I can kind of stay square along. But when I got two guys screaming up in my third, you start to backpedal, and then you go ahead and open up. Because again, I got two guys in my zone, you know what I mean? And I can't be just partial to one. So the way I do that is I start at my landmark, in my leverage, and then I'm backpedaling, and then once I see two guys up, then I open up and turn. I don't come to one or the other. I just get into my landmark, so I'm ready. You know what I mean? So they throw it to the inside guy, to the safety, I get to already in good sprinting there. If they throw it to this one, if I have to, I get the speed turn and go, you know what I mean, go there. Okay? And so you'll kind of see. And the key is when you have two vertical and you're in a third, okay, at the top, watch this. Here, all right? And so all he did, remember, and see, he's able to break. Remember that break we did, back pedal, straight line, and break. That's all that is. That's all that is. It's that 5 rep. See, he's just back pedal called out, turn, shoulders are down. See, he's not up in here, his shoulders get up here, and he's able to come back down here. It's a natural thing, but that's because he's done that so many times, okay? All right, let's just watch down here. Yeah, simple kind of cover 2. Okay, corner down here. Okay, he's reading 1. He's getting here. You know what I'm saying? He's getting his hands on him and controlling with outside leverage, okay? See? Just give that hands out there. See, as his hands is out there, here's the key. As his hands is out there, you'll see his hips are behind his hands and shoulders. See that? I'm still in a position of power because I got to be able to get off and be able to run somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't want to get all up in, get all up in. That's why I said use your arms. That's why when we were doing that too, you know what I mean? And you was either coming too far forward, now just use your arm. You ain't got to reach too much. Just kind of get in there. It's good. Just keep your leverage. That's the whole purpose of that, okay? All right, here's an example. Again, you'll see it from a safety standpoint. Coming down, just leveraging that. We're basically cover 2. Watch the corner down the bottom. Watch the corner down the bottom. Okay, shuffle inside. Now I got to get back out there. See that? It's good. Good. There's the pins. Hey, paparazzi. All right. Now, did you see that? So remember, this guy right here, sometimes they release inside, or sometimes they stem inside, and they do that to try to get you to shrink down inside to get somebody to come back out. So you just got to know, is he rerouting himself? And then you get back into your zone. Okay, so watch this. He's lined, the cornerback's lined up on the bottom, lined up on the bottom. See, he's coming inside, and he's back outside underneath the 7. You see that?
Yeah.
And then now, like I said, my leverage, I'm coming down. I'm aiming, like I said, a yard, 2 yards inside of him as I'm coming down, and then I can just close. I can pull the trigger, you know? All right, this is boy Damian Thomason right there. We're in basic cover 3. This corner, he has what in cover 3?
The third.
He has a third, okay? So if the ball is being run right now, what should he do?
He should still be on.
There you go. Yep, let everybody else, and then he can come secondary run support, okay? All right, all these guys have responsibility, okay? So in this one right here, we rock down to cover 3. So we're coming 3 left, now 3 right. Now this guy, remember the drill we did yesterday, where the safety comes down, the back kicks out, and you got to set the edge. Now when you set the edge, you can't set the edge too far in the backfield, because you create a natural alley. Are they, love you? You know what I mean? You create a natural alley. You know what I mean? Like let's say the line of scrimmage here, and if I come and if I set that edge against that running back, 2 yards in the backfield, I just create a natural alley. So I just have to set it about 1 yard, and you're going to see right here, he set it a little bit too far and allowed it to come in, but that's okay. All right. So if you're setting the edge, only set it back like a yard in the backfield. that's enough to create a pile, you know what I mean, and to have him to bounce. But don't set it 2 because then you create an alley.
Okay.
Okay? See that? See how far I did?
Yep.
Alright. Now, this is what we call alley football. You know what I mean? Inside out.
That's why he told me it was Tomlinson, so you knew you were gonna put a lick on him.
Oh yeah, it's gonna bite. But you'll even see even with this, okay, even just with the finishing, okay, leverage, angles, timing, and finish. Again, I'm coming down right here. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit to maintain that leverage of inside out. I'm not trying to speed here. Meow.
Yeah.
It's your own. See you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I gotta keep that leverage. And that's why my eyes gotta be on the ball, and I gotta understand staying inside out. You'll see me kind of slow down. See, I don't know if you noticed, if you saw me slow down just a little bit, right there,
Yeah.
and then I pull the trigger. Then I can go through.
Yeah.
And you'll see. Now what? Now we talked about where's the head? What's happening with the head? When I make contact, my arms drive up and my legs right with it. It moves my head.
Yep.
But I'm still straight on my target. You know what I mean? So now watch me. See, so I'm just here. See, I'm just here. And I'm not doing this. I'm just here and I'm just coming straight to it. And it's a natural thing. Okay? All right. Now, he didn't do bad, but he fell off the tackle. Look at the corner at the bottom. Cover 2. Here's a play just like me and you would have had on that bag yesterday on the outside. Okay, here. Right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Except now he's getting sealed.
Yeah.
He's getting sealed. And now you got that guy falling over you, and now you bounce off. See, now he hooks him, he got him. So, of course, he wants a holding call, but you have to. And you'll see, at the point of attack, he's nice and low, right?
Yep.
He's low enough. But again, remember, he got his corner. He can't get that up.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what he was thinking, because, man, if I go way out here, he's to the house.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, in this case, he just allowed the cavalry to come, so. All right, here's the thing. This is a linebacker, but I want you to have that concept that you can't be blocked, and the purpose and the power of staying square, okay? I want you to look at this. Look at this guy right here. Here, make contact, stay square, okay? Stay square, and just keep coming down.
Yep.
And so what that means, okay, is come on, go for it. So we gotta use our arm, we gotta be in position. So if I'm trying to, we call it driving a car, and lineman, defense lineman do it. So if I have my hand here, and I wanna keep this side free, okay, then I have to basically drive the car and I gotta put my hips in the hole by, you know what I'm saying, by pressing this way, okay? All right, so, so I'm basically driving here, getting in, if I'm going this way, I'm here. Here, I'm here. It helps me get my hip. What this allows me to do is now I'll be able to get off.
Yep.
Here, okay, why don't you try it, okay? And I'll just tell you which way to go. Okay, see, bend your knees. There you go. Good. Great. Great grab claw. Great grab claw. There you go. Get those thumbs up. Don't get them here because they'll collapse.
Okay.
Thumbs up, okay? So we'll just go ahead. Whatever side you feel me move, I want you to protect that side. That's what I mean, I'll show you. So, whatever side you move.
Okay.
Right, I'm here. Okay? Alright? Here's the same thing. Good. And then just get your hips in there. There you go. Perfect. Good. Now this time you're gonna do it, and then when I snap my finger, I just want you to disengage. The way you're gonna disengage is by pulling and ripping in the switch ways.
Okay.
Okay? Here we go. Ready? Same thing. Good. Okay. Yeah, yes. Because I'm gonna go the other side, okay? Okay, square your feet. There you go. A little wider. There you go, perfect. Good, that's it. As soon as you feel, and that's it, see it's a feel. Lock those elbows, Good. 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 Now pull on me. You gotta pull. Because remember, I'm not going to disengage you. And if you just let me go, I'm going to push you, okay? So you have to violently get off, okay? Repeat. There you go. Good. Nope, nope. Pull. So you here? You pull. See, I can't take off. As soon as I take off, my hands are still on you. So again, it ain't here and then, replace. Because again, I'm here and I just want to violently pull. And all I'm doing is just trying to move just a little bit.
Also you can like pull yourself.
Exactly. You're ripping through. You're ripping through. That's what you're doing. You have to. Good. Good. All right, pull, dip your shoulder and rip. Try again. So work on that rip. Because you're going to have to do it. You will be stalk blocked. There will be people that block you. And you have to get off the block. Okay? Good. And get ready. Go ahead, hold it up. They're going to steer. There you go, steer. Get that hip in there, get that hip in there. Go ahead, stay there, stay there. And when I go, remember, you're just going to pull here, dip your shoulder and rip. Ready, go. Good. So with that, dip your shoulder and rip. So you're here. Now, keep in mind, my eyes below your chin. This is perfect here. And remember, I'm stepping, same thing, I'm stepping and I'm ripping. Stepping and I'm ripping. And I'm replacing. Okay? You try it. You have to go fast, okay? Ready? Just step here this way. Now go ahead and step. Good. Pull, rip, and replace. Okay? There you go. So here it is. So it's 1, okay? It's 2 and 3. Okay. And finish it right there, okay? Ready? Ready? And go. That's it. Do it one more time. Ready? Go. Here. Go. Good. Now just be a little bit lower. You're shorter than me. There's no way. You should be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. See, I'm here. See, I'm pulling enough, and I feel myself contorting myself here to get by you, okay? All right, so you understand that? So when you see those, hold on 1 second. We're going to keep going, but I'm
Welcome to the NFL.
hold on 1 second. Hey, go ahead and stop that recording, okay?
Okay.
I think. Just your name, where you from, where you going to school and all that stuff.
My name is Marcos Reyes. I'm from North Platte, Nebraska, and I'll be attending Donovin University as a freshman this next fall.
Okay, and how did you hear about working with Coach Darius and?
Well, I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida. I used to go to all the games, and I knew that Donovan was more than a beast, and I wanted to become that. So I had my grandpa, who's a huge Jaguars fan, get a hold of him, and it was super easy, and the connection was made, and then here I was just working out with Donovan.
Awesome. And so if you can just share what has it been, what has the experience been like, you working over the last 4 days, with Coach Darius, and just some of the things that you that stood out to you, and some of the things you learned, that's over these past 4 days.
Well, first I'd just like to say that I just had a great time. I learned a lot. This is kind of a good preseason going into college, jumping to that next level. I learned a lot of things that I didn't really need to focus on that I was focused on in the past, and I learned that there's just so many little things that can lead you to the big picture or the big success and becoming a great DB. and Donovan helped me just move forward as an athlete and just strong-minded, and also I learned so much just with little things such as where your eyes are at, how strong your hips have to be, and just the quickness and how quickness matters, and also just little training and nutrition facts that help stay healthy, which is going to be valuable in me earning my scholarship and playing time and working my way up into the varsity level at Doan.
Awesome. And so with the drills and things that you did, what would you say was, if there was a couple of things that you didn't know, but that through these last couple of days that you see right away is going to have an immediate impact on what you do and how you do it?
Right away, when I met up with Donovan, we went over my stance and kind of went over a test line base. And my stance started off almost as a squat, and it didn't really have that athletic, DB confident feel. And then right away, Donovan helped me fix it, and I got more into the drive phase. And being in that drive phase learned and helped me realize that when I'm in that drive phase, I can make a break, I can turn, and I'm more explosive and quick out of it. And also, it makes me feel more confident about what I'm doing and how I'm moving on the field.
Awesome, awesome. And so again, your position you're going to be playing again?
Cornerback.
Cornerback. And so in watching some of the video, what did you notice? And some of the things that we watched, some of the NFL highlights. What did you see? What stood out to you that you worked on this week that you're excited and looking forward to applying when you go back?
I would probably say just the speed and how quick and low you have to be when you play and make your attack. Just the basic things of mainly your footwork, and how the quickness and the footwork is so key in every single decision you make, and that when your footwork's at the top of the line, then you're going to succeed and make the right play decision.
All right, man. Any last minute comments? Anything you want to say? About it. First of all, I just want to say I thought you did a tremendous job. To do what you did in 4 days, and then the conversation we had prior, man, I'm impressed. And I'm impressed because, as I said, success is about maximizing your potential. And with that, you need information, you need application. I really feel confident that with the support system you have, with your work ethic, with your desire to learn and, and to apply, man, I think that you're going to be successful no matter whatever you do. So, just wanted to say thank you, personally. And I wish you nothing but the best, and let's stay in touch.
All right, that's exactly what I'd say. It's just thank you, Donovan.